A man walks into an empty elevator on the first floor, but just 10 seconds later, when the elevator doors open again on the second floor, his throat has been slit by something unknown. When the police arrive to investigate the scene, they immediately realize something isn't right. Although the wound on the victim's neck was clearly caused by a sharp object, detectives carefully inspect every corner of the elevator, yet they find nothing sharp anywhere inside. So what could have killed the man in just 10 seconds? The only possible place left is the maintenance hatch above the elevator. Police suspect the killer may have been hiding on top of the elevator car. Once the victim stepped inside, the attacker could have quickly dropped down and carried out the murder. However, when officers climb up to check, they find something unexpected. On the dusty top of the elevator, there are no fingerprints or footprints at all. Meanwhile, blood has splattered all over the inside of the elevator. But aside from the victim's own footprints, there are no signs that anyone else entered. If this murder was carefully planned, how did the killer commit such a locked room crime and disappear instantly? The crime took place in a remote hotel. Investigators questioned the hotel receptionist. About an hour earlier, the victim had entered the hotel hand in hand with a woman wearing a tight dress. At the time, the man invited her to go upstairs with him, but she politely declined. The receptionist then watched the man walk into the elevator alone, looking disappointed. Based on that, the person who knows best when the victim entered the elevator is the woman who came back with him. Meanwhile, the medical examiner discovers something strange during the autopsy. Based on years of experience, most knives or daggers that are exposed to air for long periods develop a thin layer of oxidation on the surface. When such a weapon is used in a crime, traces of that metallic oxidation usually remain inside the wound. In many previous cases, police used these traces to identify the type of metal used in the weapon. But strangely, there is no metallic oxidation residue in this man's wound. That suggests the weapon may not have been an ordinary metal blade. Even more unusual, the examiner notices that the victim's face shows many signs of cosmetic surgery. Aside from Botox injections around the eyes and mouth, the man had even undergone surgery on his ears. But why would a grown man undergo so many procedures on his face? Soon, investigators confirm the victim's identity. The man's name is Dilo. Surprisingly, he's not only a frequent gambler who spends time in casinos, but 20 years ago, he also won a major poker tournament. At the time, the prize money exceeded $1 million. However, within just a few years, he had spent nearly all of it. Most of the money likely went toward cosmetic surgery. Considering his profession, it's possible he altered his face to reduce the micro-expressions that might appear while playing poker. This way, at the poker table, he could maintain a perfect poker face at all times. His opponents would have no way of reading his subtle emotions to guess the cards in his hand. Investigators also learned that the woman who last saw him alive the night before is named Vina, and she is also a highly skilled poker player.